Some things are just not for the internet. And that's what something that I think the whole world needs to know. Some things just aren't for the internet. Now, translation. Chuck D from Public Enemy. Public Enemy is has probably the best album in hip hop history, at least up there. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back, and Fear of a Black Parent is like two of the most monstrous albums in hip hop. Now, I don't know whoever got anybody to march, and Fight the Power is arguably and still is the best hip hop song ever made. Period. There has been no more impactful song than Fight the Power. So if you don't have Fight the Power in your playlist of your top hip hop songs, then you all screwed up. Now, Jay-Z and Diddy was playing, arguing over like who had the most money. They're joking. All right. But this is why I say everything is not for the internet. And they've done a lot, in recent history with Meek Mill and pointing out social things and racial injustices. But now you see Jay-Z and Puffy, they was arguing about who had the most money. It was a joke though. But to people like Chuck D and people who just chime in and see it, they take it literally and they take it to heart. And they make it to something that it's not. Now it's like, okay, like he said, Jay-Z and Puffy arguing about who has the most money. Something's wrong with that. How many jobs have you created? Who are you paying? And what are you doing for it? It all came out of the sacrifices we made for you. And this goes back to what I was saying, but I really think Chuck D is jumping the gun a little bit here. And then he goes on to say, to see Jay Z and Puffy have a playful argument about who's going to be the top of Forbes, I look at my peer group and they're just trying to get by. Look at guys like Master Ace, who's just trying to continue his art and feed his family. I just wish the distribution is a little less pain, is a little less painful. And I understand his plight is that he's like, man, you see these other artists, and what he's basically saying is he's like, you see the legends of the game out here struggling. Why don't you try to put something together to put something out to where it's helping out these younger guys? That's what it sounds like. And it's just insulting to them when y'all sitting here arguing about who's gonna be number one on Forbes. So y'all tell me what y'all think about it. I didn't really think too much into it when I first saw it because I understood what Puffy and Jay were doing. They're two people having fun. They're just having fun, ride, going at each other. But they could have just did that in text because doing that on social media now is it's not a good thing for them. They're always going to get looked at as the negative in that light. They're probably immune to it by now, but still, to for the general public, the masses, they don't know how to accept anything. So when you see that, they probably feel a certain way. So, it's not okay to make people feel uncomfortable anymore. People got emotional feelings now. Feelings. So that's my take on that. And definitely Chuck D was one of the people, the pioneers who paved the way for these young guys to get money and do the things they're doing. Undoubtedly. Chuck D, Public Enemy did that. And they did make the sacrifices that most of the young generation just seem to ignore. And all these guys, they paved the way for others to do these type of things and make this type of money. So I get it. But you got to understand too that they're doing what's best for them. You guys did what was best for you in this situation. And I'm quite sure you're in a position where you could get in contact with Jay or Diddy or anybody. Chuck could do that. Well, the rest of us, we don't have that luxury. You know, we not blessed with that. Let's get in contact with them. Type of motivation. We don't have that. We got to get in front of them, and it's gonna be a reality just because we say so. I wish it was like that, but it's not. So for Chuck's sake, absolutely, I understood his plight, but I want to hear what you have to say to general public. Do you think Chuck jumped the gun, or a little premature here, or do he has a good point? I'm out.